It's Wednesday, time for our trip out to the new zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us live this morning from Swamico. Hey, Neil.
Hey, good morning. It's a beautiful day to visit the zoo. And I'm going to tell you about attendance. You know, we've got this early spring. We were in January, our attendance was triple, February about double. And last weekend, we had such a great weekend. On Saturday and Sunday, the combined attendance was over 4,900 individuals here, which was more than the previous entire March of 2011. So we've had just a great start to the year, and it's a great time to come out and visit the animals. And you can see behind us, there's one of the animals that is just kind of getting up, and you know, she's still been a little bit slow. You know, you talk about bears, you know, and you see a lot in the news too that bears are getting up early in the spring. And you know, the unfortunate thing that when bears wake up early with this warming period, there's probably not a lot of food for them. So they got to really use the reserves that they do have, or what's left from the winter. Although it wasn't real harsh winter, they still have some reserves. But you can see the nice green grass that's coming up now. So the bears ought to be in pretty darn good shape with this early spring, at least at this particular point in time. But some of the other signs, you know, out here with the early spring, what I have to tell you, this is pretty interesting, is behind me you can hear the cranes. We got sandhill cranes. Well, we've got one sandhill crane on exhibit, and we have another sandhill crane that flies in. She's been flying in every year for the last 3 years, and she flew in a little bit early this year, you know, a couple weeks early. But check this out, she brought a friend. Now you can see she's here on the right. There's a younger bird on the left. Now these are wild cranes. Every morning they fly in, okay, and they'll spend a day. You see our crane over on the right-hand side? You know, and he's got a permanent wing injury, so that's why he's in a captive situation here. But these two fly in the morning, go back. What's interesting is they come back every year. This is the third year, but this is the first year that she brought another buddy. So I don't know what they think of having an extra one in here. But they hang out, so they're kind of on exhibit throughout the day. And you know, one of the other indicators for spring for us out here is one of our zookeepers said is the alligator. You know, it was about a month ago the alligators started to really eat a lot. Now our alligator Lucky, he's in a back area behind the giraffe exhibit for our winter quarters, and he's usually an indicator of if spring is going to be, you know, early or when spring's coming, because he basically doesn't eat throughout the winter, and then as soon as spring comes, he starts eating, and he actually started eating a month earlier.
Wow, so the alligator is the new groundhog.
That's right.
Absolutely, it's our groundhog.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Perfect.
You know, well, you know, here's the other thing too, is because, you know, spring is early, we're still looking at staffing up. You know, that's one thing you'll see from zoos and parks and everything. Everybody's usually kind of started in April with your staffing, with your seasonal staffing and everything. Well, it's really put a kind of a bind with everybody getting everything up and going. And you can see over here, just over by our otter exhibit, this gives us an early start to start cleaning up all the pond exhibits. So we're going from one pond to another. We just finished the penguin and we're off to the otters.
Well, cleaning up going out there.
Spring cleaning.
The buddy that the crane brought over for the day to hang out, is it a boy or a girl?
Well, we don't know. You know, that's one thing with these guys, you really can't tell.
All right.
You know, unless you go ahead and do some blood work. But yeah.
We'll make up our own stories about that one.
Yeah, there we go.
Thanks, Neil.
Yeah, that's right.
See ya.
We'll see ya.